some important domestic macro data that the street will be awaiting. That's the June CPI inflation and the May IIP numbers. Will come out post-market hours. Latha has joined us in the studio with the expectations. Latha.
Well, they expect the CNBC-TV18 poll says that it will be 4.9, but I would rather put it at 5. It's, there are a goodish number of polls, or rather respondents, who are expecting it to come closer to 5 as well. So it's actually 4.94 to be very precise. And that compares with 4.75 in May and 4.8 year ago June. So it's actually 5% over last year's 4.8. The core CPI is seen at 3.1, the same that it was last year, last month. And that's been, steadily lower only. A few people think that it may have bottomed out, but that's not the majority opinion at all. Food CPI is the one that everyone is worrying about. 8.6% is the average that I have got. There were some 8.7s as well. This is largely vegetables driven, as it was in May as well. In May, what went against the number, although it was a benign 4.75 overall, vegetables and pulses were still around 17%, and vegetables have probably gotten worse in June, as all of us would know. I mean, tomatoes went to 120 to 150. So, that is going to tell on the inflation number. That's why some people are guessing 5 at the headline level. Fuel, housing and clothing have been weak, and they are expected to remain weak. The IIP number is, not that much watched because policy is not made on IIP. It's CPI which is more important. IIP is seen coming at about 4.6 compared to 5 year ago. And there some weakness is anticipated in manufacturing. Manufacturing even in April grew only by 3.9, and chances are that's going to remain under pressure. Electricity did very well from what evidence we have so far, but these are lagged numbers. We will concentrate more on CPI. The chances are that this is not going to move the needle much in the bond market, even if it came to 5.1 or something, because the governor, speaking to CNBC-TV18, quite clearly said any rate cut hopes are premature. So although the US CPI numbers are clearly indicating a downward trajectory, and the CME Fed watch over there is voting 85% for a September cut, the governor's categorical statement yesterday to CNBC-TV18 that rate cut hopes are premature at this juncture, and the CPI even in June is expected to come around 5, will mean that the bond markets will look at this number, but I don't think it has a market effect.
Okay, thank you so much, Latha, for joining us with what to expect from these important numbers. Let's take that conversation forward. Latha,